So this is gonna be some Fros Strats on Oregon. Let's get to it. We're gonna start in that first floor. Second floor, I'm tripping. Second floor, bet. Second floor, kids dorm. You know what it is, man. Of course. Around whoever has shotgun, make the rotations or impact grenades, but preferably shotguns, cause you're not using your shotgun the whole time in gunfights unless you just feel like you like that. All right, so this is one. There's a couple obvious ones you can place them here. So you could place a frost trap here, and just in case somebody, let's say they have ace and they want to come through the back wall after reinforced, and you put this frost trap right here, and let's say you're just nobody in the attic really watching the attic. That way they hop through and they try to hop over through it. Unless they look down as they're coming through, yeah, they're gonna be meet with a nice rude awakening. So I say put it right here in the middle, because you don't know if they're gonna come more left or come more right with the ace charge. So that's why I say it's best to do it. Hopefully, they won't be smart enough. The drone may not see it. That's why you want to try to put it as close to the wall as possible with each one. So this is as close as I can get it to it. Of course, you may have to play around with the century setting, of course, because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, it be tweaking. No cap. All right, another one could be put it right here. Let's say somebody is happening to come around here, and then let's say for some reason there's like a hole right here, and they want to kind of angle it, or they might be trying to just wait somebody to walk by. They want to hold a tight whole angle right here because this is reinforced. Let's say this is reinforced, but they know somebody's around the corner. Let's say they want to hold a tight angle because somebody might swing out on them, so they might be about right here. I say aim about right here. You should have a better chance somebody swings out on you of hitting them. So all you gotta do is move. But let's say like they're doing this and they're swinging and they're getting close to the wall, and somebody's trying to like swing out. If they're not, what's gonna happen is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Pretty much what's gonna happen is they're gonna be walking right here, and let's say like they're already aiming in, wave somebody walking around the door. They might all of a sudden flip over to the light, and next thing you know, boom, frost trap. Really, as soon as they really move right one step over, 1 or 2 steps over, boom, they're caught up in it, and that way you can get them. Because sometimes, also, I know some people they put it right here, which this isn't a bad one, but I think it's become obvious because the last couple of games I've been doing it lately, this hasn't been working. But this is a good one to start, especially when you're new, just to try because you never know. Like it happens there now and then in the blue, or like I said, you put one right here, close as you can to the wall. That way, it'd be harder for them to see. But like I said, if somebody has enough IQ and they know you got frost after droning, they're gonna be trying to check every single thing. So that's why I said putting stuff on windows won't be the obvious thing to do, or like putting it right here, it'd be a little too obvious. Really, I feel like these two main back spot, really this space right here, this one right here, let me pick this up because I'm gonna need for later, and the one like right below it aren't too obvious depending on the situation. Like, it just depends. But I feel like that one right in front of this box is the least obvious. Unless they just happen to be looking down or not aiming in as they're coming in. Or really, even then, because like, see? You can't really see it even if you're not aiming in. So this is probably the best spot right here, or this one. So if I had to rank it to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and this area would be the best spots for this. Also, I know a lot of people, they like to put one right here. Me personally, I wouldn't, mainly because I don't know. I mean, in my experience, some people come through this window, some people don't. It's a little bit too risky knowing 9 out of 10 that somebody has a rotation right here, and somebody could be watching attic and they hear you break this down. All they could do is just hear that sound cue, wait for you to come inside, and next thing you know, you wall banged or you shot through the rotation. That's why I say low key, it's no point in putting a frost trap there unless you have somebody that you know for a fact is gonna be in attic watching this, like consistently or inconsistently at all. Yeah. Also, I say another one that's kind of not that obvious. You might put one. Maybe this may work. It has worked at least twice for me before. I'll say that. I put one right here. Main reason I say that is, let's say it's a lot of commotion going on. The enemy person team is just trying to run. He ain't really focused on what's going on because in the heat in the moment, you got a lot of stuff going through your mind. So let's say he's running. He's trying to get behind something. He's just trying to hide and get some cover to either plant or fight back. If he's not, depending on the situation, if he's not paying attention that well, he's going to hit this frost trap. Trust me. I've seen it happen before. Because even though, like, right here, see, it's a little bit obvious. But, like I said, it all just depends on what's on that person's mind as they're, fighting. Another obvious place, kind of, you could put one right here. I would say always put one right here because a lot of people do try to come through this big window. So, it's best safe option to put one right here. which should be good. But like I said, if you feel like it's too obvious, I wouldn't deal with it. Like I said, I would this is all I would do. Just like I did with the calcium strat. Make a nice little hole right here. If they jump through, boom, 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 pop. And then make like a distraction hole at the bottom, you know, something. Like I said, make it a little bit higher. Make a little distraction hole at the bottom. And you straight on. Now, like I said, you can either, me personally, if you got Frost, you want to keep white stairs clear in case you have roamers on your team. So what I do is this. And this can be on any doorway you feel like you need. But for me, I feel like white stairs needs this always. Just to kind of like get at the... No, Jesus. I feel like white stairs need this regardless. Mainly because... Thirsty shit. Mainly because I feel like white stairs, you could do this right here. And then because you don't ever want to close up white stairs so somebody can have an angle to peek. So pretty much do this right here. And what you would do right here, I wouldn't make any footholds or anything right here. I would either leave this be or barricade it off because I don't want to, like, if somebody has a head hole and they just happen to see this, they might shoot the frost trap for their teammate, or you have the foothold. If nobody's watching the foothold, they could easily shoot your frost trap, which would defeat the purpose of you having this. And the best way to actually give you more of a better chance of your stuff not getting shot out, have somebody put a barbed wire. Have somebody put barbed wire on your frost map. That way, you know, it gives you a little bit more time. Or on the stairway, whichever you prefer. But I think it's more efficient because you'll know for a fact they won't be more tempted to jump over once they realize that there's barricade, there's bar right here. And when there's bar right here, they're also going to step into this and they're screwed. Unless they aim down and shoot at the same time. But either way, you still have that bar wire there. 9 out of 10 with frost mats. Like I said, you can put one right here too. Even though this is a little bit more obvious. Because if they know you got frost, they're going to know probably the windows are going to be booby trapped. Whatever. But it works. Alright. I wouldn't put a frost map nowhere in here. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of these areas are too obvious. And a lot of times these guys don't even... This one's probably the least most obvious area. Depending on the situation. So I say this right here. So my thinking is this, right? Let's say somebody is 2 or 3 people out here. Whatever. We'll break this down just for example. Let's say motherfucker right here. Lord forgive me. Let's say this dude right here. He's watching angle. He really won't see that frost map. Or he might not think none of it. Honestly, depending on the situation, what's going on. So that's why I say like this is probably the least less obvious area. But I can only imagine one area where this is actually going to work. Because let's say they walk in, right? 9 out of 10, he's going to be focused on straight ahead. He's going to be walking in like this. And he might, you know, check it out. Boom. Frost map. On the face. So that's probably the best area to put that at right here. Also, if you come out here, because like I said, there's another room right up in here. Another good thing to put right here is, even though it's obvious, but this is just a good spot to have that. Because there's a good chance that somebody going to come in through this window. And then that way, you know, if they don't know that you're Frost and they haven't drawn out like efficiently, if they know you're Frost and they haven't drawn out well enough, then, you know, they might be surprised. They might not check it. I mean, they'll drone, but, you know, sometimes the drone don't land directly on the frost maps. They'll just drone and keep going until he was in the room with them. You know, so like I said, you might be able to get a kill off that depending on how smart the player is that's coming in.